The room glowed with a soft harmony of colors. Gentle pastels wrapped around each chair like strands of morning mist, and balloons floated lazily, adding to the serenity. The tables gleamed beneath flecks of silver and gold, casting a quiet sparkle. At the center stood a breathtaking cake, shaped like a tender bear, its frosting shining beneath the warm overhead lights. Laughter trickled through the space, blending with the delicate clinks of glasses, forming a symphony of celebration. In the middle of it all stood my wife, Amelia, radiant, almost otherworldly, her smile lighting up the room as her hand lovingly rested on her growing belly. She was the embodiment of happiness, the creator of this perfect baby shower. Every touch, every corner, lovingly curated to honor the child she carried, a dream we shared, or so I thought. But the letter crumpled in my hand told a crueler truth, hidden in its sharp creases. My fingers dug into them as if to hold myself together. I kept my expression calm, though my chest thundered with every heartbeat. I rose, tapping my glass with a spoon, a crisp ring slicing through the murmurs. "I'd like to say a few words," I said, my voice firm and unwavering. The room quieted, all attention turning my way. Amelia's eyes shimmered with affection. To my wife, I began, lifting my glass, the most radiant and captivating soul I've ever known. Her gentle laughter floated back to me, her gaze filled with love, and to the real father the child she's carrying. The words dropped like a stone into still water, silence rippling out in heavy waves. Amelia's smile faltered, a tense laugh escaping her lips. "What are you talking about, sweetheart?" she asked, her voice quivering. I reached into my coat and pulled out a folded letter slowly, deliberately. "I had a feeling," I said evenly, "so I did what any man might. I requested a paternity test." A collective gasp broke the quiet. Sarah, Amelia's best friend, dropped her glass, the crystal exploding against the floor like thunder. Amelia turned ghostly pale, her eyes wide with fear. "Michael, this isn't funny," she whispered. I locked eyes with her, my expression unshaken. Shall I read the results out loud? 8 weeks ago, a knowing doubt had taken root, a shadow that refused to lift. I'd never been the jealous type. I never checked her phone or questioned her outings. But something shifted. The way she glanced away mid-sentence, hesitated over simple things, always kept her phone face down. Then one night, while she slept, a message lit up her screen. One word from a number I didn't recognize. The blow landed hard, a nauseating pit forming in my stomach. I could have confronted her, demanded answers, but I waited. A wise man doesn't charge into war without a plan. The next day, I contacted a private investigator I trusted. What he found broke me. Photos, audio, hidden rendezvous in dim hotel bars. And the centerpiece of it all, Daniel, my childhood friend. It wasn't just betrayal. It was him, the one who knew my secrets, my ambitions, my loyalty. His face flashed through years of memories like a dagger. I burned with rage, but kept it buried. Revenge, I knew, was an art of timing. I had the test done behind her back. When the envelope came, I opened it alone. 0% chance of paternity. My world didn't collapse. It crystallized sharp, cold, and decisive. Amelia had put her soul into this baby shower. Every detail a love note to our so-called future. The irony was poetic. I played along. I kissed her cheek, hung decorations, and smiled like a man in love. I let her believe everything was perfect, and I made sure Daniel was on the guest list. I wanted him to witness the collapse just as I had. Now the room was frozen, the silence pressing down like a weight. Guests exchanged glances, caught in disbelief. "Michael," Amelia's voice broke as she spoke. I held up the test results. "This child is mine." Murmurs rolled through the crowd. Her father stiffened, his stern face tightening with shock. Her mother clutched her chest, horrified. At the back, Daniel sat still, his face drained of color. I looked directly at him. "Anything you'd like to say, old friend?" His guilt was written all over his face. "Michael," he stammered, but I cut him off. "Don't bother." I turned back to Amelia, my voice unwavering. "How long?" Tears streamed down her face. "Michael, please, not here." Not like this. No, I said coldly. Here, now, in front of everyone. Her lips trembled. I made a mistake, she choked out. I let out a sharp, joyless laugh. A mistake? Missing an appointment is a mistake. This was intentional. I faced the crowd. My words rang out clear and sure. I stood by this woman, built a life with her. Every day, she looked me in the eyes, knowing this child wasn't mine. She let me speak to that baby, touch her stomach, plan this entire day, know it was a lie. A sob escaped from her. And Daniel, I said, turning again, my best friend, the one I trusted most. You sat at my table, ate my food, looked me in the eye while stabbing me in the back. He didn't respond. Shame had locked his lips. I stepped back, pulling out a set of documents from my pocket. Signed divorce papers. You'll be served tomorrow, I told her. She gasped, choking on a cry, her hands trembling. Michael, please. But I turned my back, raising my glass to the stunned crowd. To freedom, I said, and I walked away. The air outside was crisp, a cool balm after the suffocating heat of that room. My chest felt strangely light. I wasn't broken. I was free. As I reached my car, my phone buzzed, a message from an unknown number. I'm so sorry. I glanced at it, then deleted it. Some things don't deserve replies. With one last look at the glowing house behind me, I got into my car and drove.